Welcome to Marketplace with Charles. Marketplace, where we turn your dreams into reality. We are eradicating poverty by creating kingdom billionaires. I am so excited and delighted that you joined us in this show. And I know for sure, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that your life will never be the same again. Well, thanks to our sponsors, Art of Skin Care. Art of Skin Care bring out the beauty in you, as well as Kuisa Lodge, situated at the heart of Mabalingwe Nature Reserve, where you sleep, dream, and wake up with the big five. If tranquility is what you're looking for, Kuisa House has a solution for you. On Marketplace, we empower, equip you with tools that you need to achieve your entrepreneurial dreams. Each week we bring you insight from experts in different fields of business, from men and women of faith. Today, we speak to a brand consultant, an expert in this area of business and personal branding. My guest has spent years dedicated to the concept that his business, Redefined Brands, represent. He's a well-known author, radio personality, speaker, and of course, a businessman. Not just an ordinary businessman, a successful businessman, a man that will love to listen to and follow. You know, business beyond 2000 as a nature that is somehow like a double-edged sword. There are a lot of companies which were stubborn, and they are now no more. They have been eliminated. If you think of Kodak, I grew up as a photographer. That was my first business, by the way, during my high school years. We will shoot photos and post them to PO Box 66, Bergvlei. And later on, they will send us the photos and then we distribute them. Where's Kodak today? Well, it is still there. But things have changed. And now we have got the iPhone, we've got the smartphones to shoot the pictures. We no longer depend on Kodak alone. Think of Nokia. Nokia was a very strong brand. It was a great brand. You drop the Nokia down, the floor breaks. Today is a different thing. You drop your phone down, your phone breaks. Nokia was very, very strong in quality and a brand. Where is it today? Think of it. They refused to change, and they were eliminated in their own game. iPhone took over. And today, Huawei is almost taking over iPhone. Think of encyclopedia. These big volumes that we used to read, they refuse to change. They've been eliminated by Google. Now every little piece of information we Google. Think of LP, the long play records that we had. They were replaced by the CDs. Later on, the CDs were also replaced by the flash drive. The flash drive now have been replaced. You know, we download music now. Things are changing. The world is never the same. The game rules are no longer the same anymore. Think of movie houses. You know, we'll go to the movie house and have a date. We will watch a movie first before it goes anywhere. DSTV came. It changed the game. And now DSTV itself is battling because the game has also changed. Netflix is here. People are now downloading all these movies and watch them at the comfort of their own home. How can you be on the cutting edge of business in this time and age? That's my question today. My guest will try and help us unpack these things, you know, because without knowledge, my people are perish. I remember the words of T.D. Jakes. If I can't Google you, you do not exist. Well, by popular demand, Joe Mudau, welcome you to Marketplace with Charles.
Thank you very much, Charles. I nearly clapped some hands, by that introduction because it was well put. And thank you for inviting us to be part of this great vision. We are very sure that the work that you're doing, it is a great work and it is changing lives.
I am humbled to hear such. And you are doing a great job too with your company rebrand.
Yes. When you were doing the introduction, one of the things that came or dropped into my mind was that when you are asleep, your competitor is planning on how to beat you at your own game.
Yeah, yeah.
So when you are not doing anything and you think you're a monopoly today, you are the best in the industry, other people are planning on how they should beat you at your own game.
Yeah.
And those examples that you've given, they are a proof that today you can be the best thing that ever happened in the industry, but tomorrow you can be a case study for other new business people.
You can be a case study.
You can become a case study. So when people will talk about you, you were once a success story, and now, you are vanished into thin air. So this is a wonderful topic that you're bringing today. It is a topic that challenges each and every person, a business person, to find ways on how they should reinvent themselves into the space. Because if we don't do that, the market will never be kind to us.
Yes. Let's talk about your company Rebrand. What is Rebrand and what do you do within Rebrand?
All right, Redefine Brands, we are a company specializing in human capital, training and development. But the bigger part of what we do, we are a technology business. We develop, we assist companies to employ their digital strategy. You have indicated earlier on that a lot of things are now moving from your conventional way of doing things. We are now moving into the digital space. So our company, it is there to assist big corporates and small corporates in order for them, to be in that space. A wonderful example you gave about if we Google you and we are not able to find you. I even go further. I do not just say you don't exist. I even wonder what are the things that you are hiding. So you you even challenge me to say, should I dig more? Because there is no way that you're running a business today and we don't find your information available somewhere.
Yes.
Because we are in that space where technology defines how we do business. And so if you want to thrive in the days of today, we are available and our company assists in that space, and we'll continue to provide those solutions that sort of a cutting-edge solutions.
Just yesterday, one person came to my office with a lucrative deal. He said, no, he has got a company which is based in Dubai. He wants to sell me oil. And I looked into the deal. It was too good to be true.
True.
And when a deal is too good to be true, I start raising my eyebrows.
Correct.
In his presence, I phoned my contacts in Dubai. I've got friends all over the world.
Correct.
Then I said to my friends, go into this address. Go and check me who's in the office and how do the office look like.
Okay.
In his presence, I Googled the company. I could not find it. So I said, Manier, you are talking millions of dollars here.
Correct.
But I can't find the company. I can't put my millions of dollars to the company which I can't Google.
Correct.
Few minutes later, my friend who's based in Dubai called in. She said, no, I've been there. It's only one-man office. And inside that office, the only job that they do, they register companies.
You know what? One thing that people should understand, those that are in business today, they should understand the fact that we are now, the boundaries have been broken.
Yes.
Where you do business today, there is no way that you can confine your business within either a region or a province or a country. Boundaries have been broken. If I want to locate your business, it's easy. I don't even need you. I just go to Google, type the name of your company. Immediately, it's going to give me the direction to come to your own space. So therefore, it becomes important that even the information that we put when we are going to propose a business, if you are a startup, Don't lie to people that, you know, you are this big brand that has been there. No, don't lie to people, because information is available. It's one way or the other. Somebody is talking about you. And if people are not saying anything about the product that you have, we Google, we can't find anything. We ask people around, we can't locate you. Then for us, you fake. You're not the real deal. So if you want to go and partner with those people, you have to do due diligence. You cannot just enter into a partnership where you're not doing your homework. Every business, we must do our own due diligence.
You know, yesterday what I did, after I picked up that, I realized this young man is wasting my time. I had to be like one of Jesus' disciples who chopped someone else's ear. And I had to tell him straight in his eyes, I said, Menier, you're wasting my time.
You're even taking chances.
Before I chop your ear, do you mind to leave my office?
Correct, yeah, correct. So for me, I think then it becomes very important for all of us, those that are doing business, that we should find ways in how we, I will call it brand, because that is the area of my specialty. So how we brand ourselves, you know, to the outside world. Because if we don't brand ourselves, you must always remember that somebody's branding you. So the digital space, to make sure that we're talking about, you know, we bring back, you know, the topic of today. The digital space becomes your easy tool that it's available there.
Yes.
You know, we've got many of those digital spaces that are available that you can use. So therefore, it becomes important that your business, one way or the other, it is available there. We cannot depend anymore into the traditional and conventional way of marketing our businesses. In the past, you needed a radio, you needed a newspaper, but nowadays you don't need that. No. We've got, you know, a lot of platforms where you can market your business, so that when we search for you and we look for you, we're able to say this man is credible. So there's no excuse. For business people, there is no excuse. We should make ourselves available for our customers and those that our partners that we want to do business with.
Let's talk about the internet radio.
Okay.
Because that's so exciting to me. You know, before, like now, you are supposed to be invited and sit on the studio.
Correct. Yeah.
And be interviewed on the studio like this one. Nowadays, it's no longer necessary. You can have your own internet radio, I suppose, for free.
Correct. So in actual fact, I think you bring another dynamic, because in the past, just for you to own a radio, you needed to go into our, you know, our authority in the country, apply. They either give you, the spectrum or they don't. Or they make it very, very difficult for you. That is why I think we moved from those traditional radios. We moved to the commercial radios. Now we've got a lot of community radios. But we are now in the interesting era, which is your digital radios or your online radios. Anyone in the world can own an online radio stations.
And you're listened anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world. So you don't have to be confined within your own country or within your own province. Then you get to be listened all over. You can build up your own network throughout the world. And so, you know, the sky becomes the limit. So it is interesting nowadays that we have that space. The only thing that you need is is just a server for you to stream your material. You can, you can broadcast from your own home, in the comfort of your own home. Even when you are driving, you can still broadcast. So things are becoming very, very much easier. So those that were thinking that they are sort of a monopoly in that space of radio, things are changing. Even if you check the statistics of your traditional radio stations, without even mentioning names, you'll realize that most of them are losing listenership. Why? Because we've got these new radios, these new platforms that gives us whatever we want to consume. If it's music, I can consume my music as I drive. I don't even need to wait for Mr. DJ.
Anyway, without mentioning any names, SABC is retrenching. It's a known fact.
No, they've withdrawn that.
You watch the space. It's a technical withdrawal.
Correct.
The reality is that they're suffering financially.
No, very true.
You have got people who are no longer necessary.
Correct.
McDonald's today, you walk into McDonald's, if you want to place an order, what do? It's no longer the waiter.
Correct.
You go and punch the order yourself. You take your own credit card, put it inside, and pay yourself. The waiter now only brings the order to you. And as I'm talking to you now, some other companies are inventing, the robots.
Correct.
Also to deliver your order to your table.
Correct.
And if people do not change and look ahead, I guess they'll be eliminated.
In actual fact, what you are saying is very important and imperative for all the business people. Remember that the reason why business people are there, they are there to solve a particular problem.
Yes.
And in you solving a particular problem, you are serving a particular market or a particular market. So if your market wants, your market anyway dictates on how they want to consume the product. I will use, for example, the banking system. There are other banks that do not want to to move into the digital space, but there are others that just with your phone you can pay salaries, you can run your whole business on your phone. So therefore, for every business person that wants to thrive out there, we must be willing to change. We must be willing to find innovative ways on how to build our businesses, because the reality of the matter is our today's solutions is not tomorrow's solutions.
Yes.
So technology is moving. So in every business, and I know that a lot of people, when we're talking about technology, Charles, they may be thinking, I don't have the budget.
No.
The technology that we're talking about today, it's not confined within the budget that you have. Yes, of course, as a business person, you must spend money on how to advance your business. But we are looking for small gadgets. Your gadget that you use as a phone today, it can be used across.
The challenge is that some of us who have got a phone, we should only use number 1 or 0 to 9.
Correct.
The red button and the green button. And yet, that is a calendar.
Correct.
You can shoot pictures.
Correct.
You have got your own diary there.
Correct.
You have got your own notes there.
Yes.
You have got all different versions of the Bible.
Correct.
In that phone.
Correct.
It does a lot. It's your bank.
I even get surprised. I think a lot of people that we have out there, they will be struggling, for example, with how to design their posters. There are other posters that we see on social media that misrepresents a lot of brands, and you find people, they are so convinced that this material is the best available. Whereas in your phone, you've got a lot of apps. Apps are available on how you can just do your own beautiful poster. You don't even have to hire a designer,
and for you to get an app, it's even cheaper than hiring a designer.
Correct, yeah. So we have those things. If, for example, you want to do your video, just your 5 minutes, 5-second video, we have those softwares available on your phone. If you want to just do your slideshow, you want to show people your pictures of your events, the pictures of your company, it's a portfolio of evidence. You have those softwares, but the people are not moving into the space. They have got power in their hands, and we are not using that power. It's not about the budget, but it's about you finding innovative ways on how to solve your complex problems.
So they have got power in their own hands.
Correct.
But they're not using this power.
Exactly.
or they are misusing this power.
Correct.
I'm saying they're misusing this power. Let's talk about the Facebook, for instance.
Yes.
In Facebook, I suppose you can have a certain number of followers.
Correct.
Even up to 1 million.
Yes.
And advertise your business to 1 million people for free.
Correct.
But that is the power we have in our hands. But you find someone bending a little bit, showing us the behinds. So not making money. When someone else is using the same power.
Platform, yes.
Come on. Talk to me.
We all have this power in our hands because you decide with these tools what you're going to do with it. Other people, they are very consistent on daily basis. They are building their brand. They are increasing their network, because you know that your net worth is determined by your network.
Yes.
So people are working very hard to improve their network. Whereas on the other side, people are working against their brand. They want a desired outcome that is positive, that it's that brings good results.
Yes.
But their efforts is contrary to the desired output.
They're only attracting vultures.
Exactly. And you wonder one day people are just inboxing you, and you say, how can they inbox me like this? Why are they talking to me like this? Why are they disrespecting me? They are disrespecting you because the material that you're putting there, it's very unkind to the brand that you want to build. So we want to challenge, especially the business people, those who want to make profit. It is therefore important that these platforms, let us use it to build up our net worth. People are doing it all over the world. So in actual fact, in that, in Facebook, you have got platforms where you can just go and market your business and advertise your business with a very, very minimal budget. And if you don't want to spend money, you can still do it without even spending a cent. The only thing you need is data. So we can use this platform to the maximum.
Let's talk about the YouTube. You know, look at our budget today.
Correct.
For running this show.
Yes.
Against the budget of running this show on a different platform like a YouTube.
Correct. In actual fact, one of the things that people don't know, and we need to start, I think, moving towards that, YouTube, it's also a platform where you can also generate revenue.
Yeah.
And when you've got a lot of people that are visiting your materials, you can also do that. And YouTube has brought another dynamic on how we run TV. So it means any other person can own a television station. We can own that television station because you've got the platform in which you can broadcast your materials. Yes, of course, in other areas, it may not be live materials, it could be recorded materials, which is what TV is doing lately because we pre-record our materials. So any other person can own that. So what we need to do, while we are building up our businesses, we've got all these platforms. You've got a platform where you can use your still images, but you also have a motion platforms where you can go and advertise your business. So YouTube is another platform that we can use, and it's very, very popular, and you can also go and build up your business in there. Especially church, imagine churches, all right? Because I know that your show, you know, we've got Christians that are watching this show. Every church can own, you know, sort of a television station. You don't have to have a network. All that you need is just YouTube. Every time you can post your materials there for your Sunday messages, and even not only YouTube. Churches as well, they can get revenues out of their materials, which could be your podcast, and as well as your video materials. These materials, it is possible for you to sell them online, and you are not only selling them for your church members, you are selling them, you know, for the whole of the world, because that opportunity is available. All that we need to do, let's not run away from technology. Let us run to technology, because technology has the capability of solving our complex problems.
I am looking into the supermarkets.
Okay.
You know, can you imagine setting up your own supermarket via the internet? And you have got these thousands of people who place orders via the internet.
Correct.
On your supermarket. And you do not even have a real supermarket. If somebody places an order, what do? You rush to Pick and Pay, to ShopRite Checkers, pick up the stuff, you go and deliver, they pay you.
Correct.
So you make Pick and Pay, ShopRite Checkers, your warehouse.
Correct. They store it for you.
Until you have your own
warehouse,
huge warehouse.
Correct.
Where you make massive profits.
Correct.
Like Amazon, that's what they did with the books. Imagine if you do that to the supermarket,
Correct.
Which everybody wants it. Whenever you go back home from your heavy and hard work, you find your groceries waiting for you at the gate.
Correct. So I think what you're mentioning is very interesting, because you will realize that in our country, although we sort of, you know, if you look at our African continent, we sort of like perceived to be ahead, you know, in certain things. There are other interesting countries. I interact a lot with people that are in Ghana. I interact a lot with people that are in Kenya. These people are consuming most of their materials, books in particular, through, you know, your Amazon. Yeah. Whereas, you know, in our space, we still want to insist on a printed material. All right? So,
and we're messing up with the environment.
And we're messing up with the environment. Yeah. So we still have that opportunity where we can build up our online businesses. That opportunity is there. Yeah. All that we need is innovative ideas on how we can sell these ideas as well to the market. Customers are ready. The consumers are ready, because that is how they are consuming their products lately. They don't want to go and queue. People don't want to go and queue in the shop and just waste time there. People want quick solutions, and people that are supposed to provide quick solutions are business people. That is why we're called business people. We are there to solve complex problems.
If you have got one way to inspire someone, what will you say to a person looking into that camera?
I will say to you, all of us, regardless of your background, where you were born, what you own, and what you don't own, we all have a seed of greatness. And that is the statement and the motto that inspires me. Whenever things are down and difficult, I always know I've got a seed of greatness. So wherever you are, nurture that seed, grow that seed, and make sure that you become the best in what you do.
Look, I know you're running your company.
Correct.
You speak all over the world.
Correct.
And whenever I grow up, I want to be like you.
I wish I was given that opportunity to say, you know what,
Yeah.
I really want to grow and be like you, Charles, because the work that you're doing, you're really inspiring many. I know out there, when this name, Charles Ngobeni, comes into the picture, a lot of people, they've got positive things that they talk about. It means that you are doing a great work. And so continue to shine for the kingdom and as well as at the marketplace, because that is where we're supposed to dominate.
I am humbled to hear that. If someone wants to connect with you, wants you to come and speak into their conferences, their churches, or whatever the case may be, if someone wants to get hold of your books,
Yes.
your material, because you've got a lot of material,
Correct.
of which time does not permit us to talk about it.
Correct.
But I know they can get hold of your material one way or another.
Correct.
How do they do that?
For me, I think the easiest way, if you want to get a lot of things that I do, if you want to Google me, if you just go and check Joe Joseph Mudau, Joe Joseph Mudau, you will find a lot of materials around me, including my personal website and the company website. So if you want to visit my personal website, it should be joemudau.co.za, or you visit our company website, which is redefinedbrands.co.za. Or you can follow me on all the social media space. My name is still Joe Joseph Mudau in all of the platform. I'm very consistent. If you check me on Facebook, you're going to find me that way. You go on Twitter, you go Instagram, in all these social media platforms, I am available in that manner.
You are fortunate because there's only one Joe Joseph Mudau.
Yes.
But Charles Ngobeni were so many. And some of...
I had to reinvent myself. I will tell you one day.
Okay.
I had to reinvent myself because I am born Joseph Mudau. But a lot of people calls me Joe.
Yeah.
So the chances are, because of my surname, if you type Joseph Mudau, you're going to find a lot of them.
Just like Charles Ngobeni.
Exactly. So, but Joe Joseph Mudau is the unique one.
So it's just I must also reinvent myself.
No, I think Charles Ngobeni is a brand.
Well, I am Charles Ngobeni signing off on Marketplace. It has been my pleasure to be with you and inspiring you, and I hope Joe Joseph Mudau has also inspired you today. You can get hold of me on charlesngobeni.com or on Instagram, Charles_Ngobeni, or you can go on Facebook and like me. I would love to hear from you and how the show impacts you. Well, God bless you. See you next time on the same channel. Ciao.